So in just over 3 weeks, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge is going to be opening at Disneyland. So let's dive in some last minute details about the new land and a final look at the land at Disneyland up next. Hi there Waltoneers, I'm Jack and this is DSNY Newscast on location in Disney's Hollywood Studios. And speaking of that, I was actually here last week for the 30th anniversary celebrations, which I actually received this anniversary poster, which I'm going to be doing a giveaway with over on Instagram. So go ahead and like the post, follow me on Instagram, and also tag a friend in the comments to be in with a chance to win this special anniversary poster when I pick a winner on Sunday. But anyways, now let's get to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. As despite standing here in front of the entrance of the Walt Disney World version, that's going to be opening on August 29th of this year. But before then, guests on the West Coast will be able to step foot into Black Spire Outpost on May 31st. And to say that the anticipation and excitement level for this brand new land is extremely high would be a drastic understatement. But don't worry, we're going to be covering the entire opening of Galaxy's Edge here on DSNY Newscast. And most likely we'll be changing up our video schedule for the week of the 27th of May, so that we can cover everything from first looks at the Millennium Falcon attraction to the cantina and full walk around videos of the land. However, within the next few weeks, Disney will surely continue to drop new B-roll, new photos and first looks at Galaxy's Edge before its opening. But before then, we have these incredible flyover aerial images courtesy of the extraordinary BioReconstruct over on Twitter. As we've explained in the past how Disneyland has a strict no-fly zone below 3,000 feet. However, BioReconstruct recently took a trip out to Disneyland Resort and captured these amazing aerials of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, which is extremely rare to get this kind of glimpse of Disneyland, so a massive thanks to BioReconstruct. However, now let's dive into these images, as it's almost unbelievable to think that this land is pretty much entirely complete. With the landscaping, the exterior theming, and all the little details and flourishes are now in place, meaning that the wait is nearly over. But on top of that, these images give us a great understanding of just how the land has been created to feel like two very different environments, with the contrast between the bustling centre of the Black Spire Outpost to the long and winding path down towards the outskirts of town where the Resistance have fled to and set up camp, because the First Order have arrived on Batuu. Now of course this section here is meant to be the more forested area, but as was the case with Pandora the World of Avatar, these lands always need around a year or so after opening to truly exist as they were imagined, with full foliage and tree cover. But you can see that Disney already have the land looking in pretty good shape, and obviously this area is also where the entrance and queue will be for the Rise of Resistance trackless dark ride, which is being touted as the most immersive attraction that Disney have ever created. However, that ride will be opening later on this year instead in a second phased opening period, so we'll have to wait to cover that attraction. But now coming back to these images, we can see where the Resistance supply store will be located just outside of the exit of the Rise of Resistance attraction. But the other thing that is actually quite surprising here is just how wide the walkways are within the land, compared to what we originally were expecting from the Star Wars land model that was showcased back in 2017, as supposedly there seems to be a lot of available surface area. But let's not go kidding ourselves here, as this land is going to be pretty much jam-packed for the first 6 months or so. However, it's still nice to see that Imagineering have provided more space to explore, whereas Pandora and Toy Story Land can become easily congested. But that's most likely because of the design of those lands, as Pandora is organic and natural, and Toy Story Land suffers from not having a second entrance and exit for the guest flow, which will soon change after Galaxy's Edge opens. But speaking of crowds within this new land, we've now learnt that Disney are expecting to manage the extremely high demand to get into Galaxy's Edge, with Disney offering guaranteed reservations for Disneyland Resort hotel guests between May 31st to June 23rd. And then last week we saw that the free reservations for the non-Disney hotel guests were all gone within 2 hours, although every reservation is now limited to a 4-hour time period that will be staggered throughout the day, which will most likely be implemented through different coloured wrist tags so that Disney can ensure that each 4-hour group have their time within the land. And to help with the crowds, there will be no fast pass availability for the Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run attraction within that period, which means that the queue and the ride will hold more guests, so that the land land can handle more capacity. However, it's been confirmed by Disney that after June 23rd, Disneyland will be implementing a virtual queuing system, as at park opening you will be able to enter the land freely. Then once it's full, you will have to apply for a boarding pass within the Disneyland app, and then you will be notified when your time to enter the land has arrived. And with this system, there will be no time restraints on how long you can stay within Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Whereas here in Walt Disney World from September 1st to November 2nd of this year, they're going to be having extra magic hours for Disney Hotel guests to enter Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. But the big caveat here is it's going to be extremely early, as it's going to be operating from 6 AM to 9 AM. So if you want to enter Star Wars Galaxy's Edge in a less crowded state, you're going to have to get up ridiculously early. But that doesn't mean that Walt Disney World won't also have some sort of reservation system for the standard park operating hours, similar to the way that Disneyland are handling their operations. And maybe Disney World will also have some ticketed after-hours event from 10 PM to 1 AM as well. But if you are concerned about the 4 to 5 hour waits for the Millennium Falcon attraction, don't worry, as Imagineering have also created the land to be its very own attraction experience as well, as we can see here in this demo of the datapad experience within the Play Disney Parks app that enables you to interact with your surroundings and even translate Arabesh for hidden meanings. And also building off this idea, cast members will also be speaking a type of Batunese, which unlike speaking the foreign language of Na'vi in Pandora that made it a lot harder for guests to learn and get their head around, in Galaxy's Edge it's going to be more of a variant of dialect instead, as you can see here with this decoder. And for those of you who are wondering about the food options, yes, mobile ordering will also be available for Docking Bay 7 Food and Cargo and the milk stand, so that you'll be able to maximize your time within Black Spire Outpost, but Disney will be geofencing the orders to within the land, so that you won't be able to make mobile orders from other parts of Disneyland before your reservation time slot is available. And regarding the merchandise, this is where you'll find the Droid Depot and Savvy's Workshop. However, Savvy's Workshop will be disguised as Savvy's Scrapyard until you find the secret entrance, and then give the code word to the gatherers to enter. As with the First Order in town, building lightsabers has become a very dangerous game. But we've also learnt that there will be 4 different variants: Peace and Justice, Power and Control, Elemental Nature, and Protection and Defense, with each variant having a different origin for the kyber crystals and precious materials used to construct your lightsaber. However, all of this today has mainly related to the Disneyland version of Galaxy's Edge, as it opens 3 months before Walt Disney World's version. Although here's a great comparison to show that it's not that far behind, and we'll soon be able to experience a galaxy far, far away in both Disneyland and Walt Disney World by the end of the summer. But now it's over to you, Waltoniers, as I would like to know, what would you like to see in terms of entertainment offerings or shows within Star Wars Galaxy's Edge eventually later on? And that could either be a droid demonstration, or even a fight amongst the First Order, or something else entirely different. And also, what are your thoughts towards the extra magic hours for Disney Hotel Resort guests? Is it worth it to enter Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, and will you be going for the extra magic hours? And of course, with these 2 questions, don't forget to put the timestamp for where the hidden Mickey appeared somewhere within this video along with your suggestion or your comment to be in with a chance to win one of these official DSNY Newscast enamel pins. And congratulations to this Waltonier here for winning this suggestion from a previous video where we're talking all about the new layout of the Marvel lands at Disneyland and Disneyland Paris. And so that's it for today, so go ahead and subscribe down below if you're new to this channel, hit that notification icon so that you always receive an update, and also if you've enjoyed today's video, give this video a massive thumbs up, as it really does help this channel out. And I've been Jack, you've been you, and I'll see you real soon.